Hello everyone, welcome to this part. As you know, JavaScript array are a fundamental part of the language, and mastering the array function is essential for any senior developer. These functions allow you to handle data efficiently, write cleaner code. And in this course, I'm going to talk about the most important array functions that every senior developer should master. The first function is the map. The map functions create a new array populated with the result of calling the provided functions on every element in the original array. Map is vital for transforming data in a functional programming style, allowing you to apply operations to each element in an array without mutating the original array. For example, const number 1, 2, const double numbers.map num multiply 2 console.log double. In the example, map takes each element in the numbers array, double it, and return a new array with the double value. Filter is the second array functions that creates a new array with all elements that pass the test implemented by provided function. Filter is used to extract necessary data from an array, altering the original array, which is crucial for maintaining immutability in your code. For example, const word log limit elite and JavaScript. Const line word filter word length bigger than 6 console.log line word. Here filter checks each word in the word array and return a new array with only those words that have more than 6 letters. Reduce is the next array functions that reduces an array to a single value by applying a function to each element, accumulating the result. Reduce is a powerful tool for performing operations that combine all elements in an array into a single output, such as summing values or constructing a new object. The example of this function, for example, const numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, const sum numbers that reduce total plus num console.log sum. In this example, reduce sums all the numbers in the numbers array, starting from an initial value of 0. Number 4 is find. Find return the first element in an array that satisfies the provided testing function. One is useful for correctly locating a specific item in an array, especially when working with objects, where you need to find a particular property of value. Const users ID 1, name Alex, ID name Alan, ID Lisa. Const users find user.id console.log user. Excuse me. Here finds searches through the user arrays and returns the first user object with an ID of 2. The next item is sum. Sum tests whether at least one element in an array passed the provided functions test. Sum is useful for scenario when you need to check if any element in an array meets a certain condition, allowing you to validate, import, or check for a specific value. Const numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Const has even numbers that sum num within 2 console dot log has given. In the example, sum checks if there is at least one has number array, as even number array. Every is the next array functions that test whether all elements in the array pass the provided functions test. Every is crucial when you need to ensure that all elements in an array meet a specific criterion, which is particularly useful for validation checks. The example of this function, for example, const number 2, 4, 6, 8, and const all even numbers that every num% 2 or 0 console dot log all even. Here every checks if all the numbers in the numbers array are even. For each is the next array functions. For each execute a provided functions once for each array element. While for each is less flexible than some other method, it's straightforward and useful for running operations that produce side effects such as logging or updating value. The example of this function is, for example, const numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers dot for each num multiply 2 and so dot log num multiply 2. In the example, for each doubles each number in the numbers array and logs the result to the console. Concat is the next function that merges two or more array into a new array. Concat is invaluable for combining dataset without altering the original array, preserving immutability. Const array 1 and const array 2, 3, and 5. Const combine array 1 dot concat array 2 console dot log combine. Here concat combines array 1 and array 2 into a new array without modifying the original array. And the next array function is slice. A slice returns a shallow copy of a portion of an array into a new array. A slice is ideal for creating subarray without altering the original array, making it a safe method for extracting data. For example, const fruits apple, orange, and pea. Apple. Const citrus fruits that slice console dot log citrus. In this example, slice extracts the elements from index 2 to 3, excluding 3 from the fruit array. The next item is splice. The splice changes the contents of an array by removing or replacing existing elements and or adding new elements. Splice is powerful for in-place edit of an array, but its mutative nature should be used with care to avoid unintended side effects. Const number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number.splice 2, 189. Console.log numbers. Here splice removed one element in the index 2 and replaced it with 89. Number 11 is includes. Includes check if an array includes a certain element, returning true or false. Includes is a simple yet powerful method for existence check, making your code more readable compared to using index of. Const roots apple orange and pin apple. Console.log that includes apple. In this case, includes checks if the fruits array contains the element apple. Number 12 of array function is index of. Of returns the first index at which a given element can be found in the array, or -1 if it isn't present. Index of is useful for finding the position of an element in an array, especially when you need to index for further operations. Const numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Const index numbers that index of 3. Console.log index. Here index of return the index of the first occurrence of the number 3 in the numbers array. The next item is last index of. Last index of return the last index at which a given element can be found in the array, or -1 if it isn't present. Last index of is similar to index of, but it searches the array from the end toward the beginning, making it useful when you need to find the last occurrence of an element. Const numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Const index numbers dot last index of, for example, 3. Consult the log index. In the example, last index of, find the last occurrence of the number 3 in the number array, returning the index 4. And the final array function is a join. Join functions joins all elements of an array into a string separated by a specified separator. Join is excellent for converting an array into a string, which is especially useful for displaying or formatting data. Const words hello world. Const sentence word that joins. Console.log sentences. Here join concatenates the element of the word array into a single string with each word separated by a space. Mastering these JavaScript array functions will greatly enhance your ability to manipulate data efficiently and write clean, manipulate code. As a senior developer, having these functions in your toolkit allow you handle complex data operations with ease, making your code more robust and scalable. Have a good time.